This is not a tutorial. I'm Nick, and what you're going to see is behind the scenes of 2050 Labs. We are building Bulletin 88, a journaling app, a task management app with a brain, with a soul. You're going to see behind the scenes how we plan, how we code, how we market, how we build the business. You're here for the journey, and I'm glad for that. Plan for today. We're going to review the app. We're going to review what we want to do. We're going to review what's not working. We're going to look at the bug fixes required. We'll review the features. We'll see if we want some more features. We'll incorporate 2 or 3 different LLMs today in our entire execution. The plan is for the PRD, the product requirement document, we're going to use ChatGPT 03. For the execution plan that takes PRD as the input and gives it to an engineering stack, we're going to use Google's Gemini Pro 2.5. And for the coding itself, we're going to use Cursor and O3 Max. That's our stack for this week. There is an upcoming workflow that I'm yet to test, which could automate all of this and doesn't require a human in the loop. At least that's the promise, and we'll get to that in a subsequent video. Let's look at what we want to build today. Bulletin 88, let's look at the satellite view. I always like to get into the context myself, so I can avoid the desire, the urge to overbuild something. This is our mission, to transform the relationship between people and their productivity systems so that you don't need many productivity systems. Rather, the same productivity system adopts to the user and helps them. We have user types that we have defined through rigorous conversations with different users, different school of thoughts, frameworks. We've gone back 200 years, and these are the 5 users that we have identified that we want to serve first. So we've noted them. We've noted the existential issue for every user. We've noted the challenges that we've validated, and we have noted on the outcomes that we want for every user. We also have 7 fundamental guidelines on how to build for anyone joining the team, including AI engineers, and they are all noted in a single document. This is used as context to any LLM or to any human that's working on the project, as well as potential team members or investors. Having said that, let's look at how we are going to use this. So let's review the website first and see what we might want to change. Bear with me as I bring this on. All right. So what we want to do is have a look at the bugs first. In an earlier session, I've identified a couple of bugs where the planning horizon selector, which is this, was not working great, especially when you go on a weekly view. The weekly view should start on a Monday. That's the ISO standard. And while I'm on May 20, the weekly view should have been May 19th, but this says week of May 14th. So this is a clear bug. It's not an intended feature. If I go ahead, it should be week of May 19th, etc. Now clicking here, it does go to May 19th, but it should happen by default. The monthly view is fine. The header for my world is not fine. The default is not showing up over here in my world. Let's see if that shows up in a different view. Weekly priorities for, yep, it doesn't show up. So if I do a particular view for trader, yes, it shows up. For a founder, yes, it shows up well. Just for my world, it doesn't. Slightly a bug as well. And Command K should open up the panel, but it's not opening up from any other screen. So these are the known bugs that we have right now, which we want to fix. What we have done is we have listed them down in a markdown document. I'm using Obsidian for this. And I have all of these bugs noted over here. We also have now, up there, hopefully you can see this now. So you can see over here in Obsidian, we have noted down the bugs and we have noted down all the features we have built. Now, keep in mind, we may not cover all the features we have built. We might miss that. So we want to include that in the prompt. We've also, through some back and forth, we've designed a prompt that we think will work. So we're going to go ahead and use this with O3. Let's open up O3. All right. I'm going to copy the prompt first. What I love to do with prompts is assign a character and assign explicit inputs and explicit outputs and explicit what you should and shouldn't do. In this case, we are asking it to first review all the questions that it might have and take no assumptions. Until all the questions are answered, do not start creating the PRD. So that's phase 1. And once we've had a back and forth on the questions, then it should go and create the PRD itself. So let's get this going. Typically it takes 20 to 30 seconds. While we do this, a couple of points on the prompt. I see we haven't sent it the mission, the features out of that. All right. So we want to copy this, and our input is missing. So just before here, let's get features implemented. Okay. This is where we want the previous context from Notion to go in. The more specific we are in the context, the more specific and accurate the response is going to be. All right, now it's good to go. A lot of other LLM platforms works well with documents attached to it. So if you paste long amounts of text, it will create a document. You could have project knowledge. I think ChatGPT also works with project knowledge, but has to integrate with Google Drive. There's a new tool, fluff, that I'm really excited to test out with O3 if possible, and see how we can have agents do multiple sequences of this task. As this goes through, let's keep our prompt for Google Gemini ready. Getting my Gemini prompt up to date. Okay, Gemini prompt is ready. Phase 1 question. Okay, let's run phase 1 questions. Let's take the questions now. Should the week always start on Monday? I'm gonna copy all the questions here. Okay, week starts Monday. Yes, for now. Does the bug affect only the text label or also for grouping? I think it should affect more than that. The selected role is stored in ZooStand, which is our memory store, and if it's stored over there, it has to be fetched from there and be used in the header in the journal area. Also, the filter should show all roles. The entry input should use default role when my world is selected while new item. All right. So this is the expected behavior. Is the same offset? Yes. Same bug in all horizons? Yes. Users can set a default horizon, or would adding that be a new feature? If new, good question. These are questions that I had just assumed was obvious because it was all in my head, but this helps create more documentation for future conversations and team members. Default is today. All we have to execute is today, and everything else is a plan or a review. Getting a little philosophical with the platform here. Do we need support for custom horizons? No. We have day, week, month, quarter, year, and future already. Calendar math and row levels. What happens to overdue items? That is a very good question. We are right now debating this still. Option to migrate it auto to today, as it happens in real life, even if our task app does it or not. Would love ideas. Calendar math, what happens? Oh, this answer should go here. Do we have time zone handling in place? Is that future requirement? Use local time. Are there keyboard shortcuts for quick role switching? Do we need a visual hierarchy, parent-child roles? No. We don't want roles to be too many. That's a recipe for getting overwhelmed. You want to keep them manageable right now. This is command panel, quick access, no other shortcut as of now. Flat is intentional. If you've observed, the questions are really good. These are questions a product manager would typically ask. Are there keyword shortcuts for quick? We have addressed this. Can a topic belong to more than one role? Do we anticipate topic merging? Great question. Yes, topics can belong to more than one role, and we have this as an existing feature. Is ZooStand persistent across all sessions browser? It is, yes. Is the command panel activation expected to work even when the focus is inside any input expert area? Yes. Was the decision to bind control care the document level previously evaluated for accessibility conflicts? Yes and yes. Should work globally? Yes, no conflicts. Command beyond create switch, should the command file surface search across nodes task? It should. Search not yet implemented. Topics, roles, horizons implemented in command panel already. All right, is there an existing shortcut manager module, or would introducing one be a net new work? Shortcut manager module is there. No, I think it's not there in the code base. Ask the engineers to check. All right, so we're gonna stop here and go ahead and submit these answers, see what they come back with. Ideally, it should come back with more questions that, hey, these are questions that are pending, we haven't answered them, but great. It seems the user has provided partial responses. That's exactly what we want. We don't want a PRD that's not taking into consideration everything. That would lead us to unknown dependency failures. If you've vibe coded yourself, or if you've seen vibe coding sessions, they're really good for creating MVPs. But as you start fixing bugs, it creates other bugs, and that cycle just compounds very heavily. And then you're at a phase where it's very tough to come back to the checkpoint. All right, so there's still some questions before we move to phase 2. I love this. Control over here. You're still debating auto migrate to today by default, or prompt, or leave in the prior horizon. Let's do this for now. Fuzzy match, should we include fuzzy matching right now or not? We have fuzzy match for existing functionality, not for searching items, nodes, or tasks. Shortcut, do we need ranking rules? No. Okay, we already have this shortcut manager module, lightweight, combine custom hook as new code. We have a control K already, good for now. Or keep ad hoc document level listeners for now and revisit modularization later. Yes. All right, data integrity. Is offline a part? No, offline is not a part yet. No offline yet. No exports yet. We'll build up the infrastructure to get in, get out, airplane modes in a subsequent one. Near-term AI features. Should any AI pattern detection reflection be scoped in right now? Not yet. Let's get the bugs fixed first. All right, so we are asking it to fix the bugs first, and we have responded to everything that they've asked so far. Hopefully this creates a PRD for Gemini, which could then create execution plan to fix all the bugs at once, which O3 can, and I look forward to getting all the tasks fixed in one go. That would be beautiful. All right, while that happens, I'm just gonna get the Google Gemini set up. It needs the full PRD, it needs engineering constraints, known architecture, where the features are user triggered, any diagrams and screenshots. So we're gonna give them screenshots to Gemini. We're gonna give the PRD that O3 gives us. Let's check on how O3 is coming along. All right, all of this seems to be okay. Okay, ready for engineering kickoff. Let's do that. I haven't reviewed it yet, but let's still go ahead and get to our Gemini. I think we're in Gemini now. This is my PRD. I'm gonna give this the bulletin 88 screenshots as well for added context, especially the one with the bugs. There you go. And one more on the weekly view, and stack is Next.js, Supabase, Versal, React. Okay, this should now create execution plan. And while that happens, I would love your feedback. If you're building anything similar or wildly different, I would love to know what AI models you're using. How many team members do you have? What's your cost on team members? What's your cost on models? How quickly are you able to move forward? How are you dealing with bug fixes, regressions, prompt engineering, getting the best out of AI? And if you're not using AI right now and you want to use AI, I would love to have a conversation on that as well. So if any of you want to get in touch, this is where you can find me, nickvora.com. You'll see I have social links over there. You can ping me on my Telegram. You can ping me on Twitter, LinkedIn. I have a monthly builder blog where I post all the videos and notes on what we've built through the month. In general, just hit me up and we'd love to jam. Let's look at Gemini and where it is. All right, so here's the AI engineer plan ready. Bug fix, great. So it's given us multiple tasks. Oops. What happened there? Let's run it again. Once this is ready, I'm going to put all of this in Cursor with O3 Max and do some dev runs. Between that, I'm going to make sure that everything's in order. I don't want to take your time for that, but stay tuned for the next video where you'll get to see how we do that in Cursor, how we import everything from Git, make the updates in Cursor into a different branch, test it out, get all the testing done, and then push to main from our local and into Vercel. So that's going to be the next part of the series, and I look forward to that. Till then, thank you. Look forward to hearing from you. Bye.